Good morning. I thought in this video I would show you how to design a pair of earrings really quickly. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is start out by drawing an oval shape. Just whatever shape you want is great. Now I am going to resize it to the size I like my earrings to be, which is just about 1.5 inches tall. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to zoom in real close here so we can look at this a little better. You can see it hopefully. And I'm going over here on the right to my art library. And it's spring, so I think I am going to do use some wildflowers. Now this is huge, so I am going to select that image that I just brought in from my art library, and I am going to resize that to 2 inches tall, just so it's easier to work with. Now that I have that resized, I can resize it a little more if I want to. And I'm just going to place these flowers over top of that oval that I already created. And I'm just going to move it around a little bit. And my black, you see that my flowers are in black. Those are my fills, my engraves. And my red is my cut line. Okay? So when I get these where I want them, and I think that's just about right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my oval again. I'm going to hit Control D on my keyboard to duplicate it. Now I'm going to press Shift and then click on the flowers again. So what I have is the one copy of the oval and the flowers. They're selected. In fact, let's see, you can see it's just the top copy and the flowers. All right, and we're going to put that back where it was. And next we're going to go up here to Tools, and we're going to select Boolean Assistant. Now the Boolean Assistant will give you different ways to join these shapes together. You don't want the union. We're looking for intersect. That will take away all the excess of the flowers that we had and keep them confined within the shape of the oval. It's basically like a clipping mask in Photoshop. So now we have our cut line to cut out the shape of our earring, our flowers that are going to engrave, and now we need to place our hole to hang our earrings. So I usually make a little circle about 0.06 inches, which is roughly 1.5 millimeters if you prefer to work in millimeters. And I'm going to bring it over here and place it right about there. And I'm going to leave that selected. I'm going to click Shift, and I'm going to select my cut line, and then I'm going to just use my Align tool at the top and make sure they're aligned on the vertical centers. And now I'm going to group those together. I'm going to click the little group at the top. Now that is all grouped together. The cut lines are grouped together. Now I'm going to select everything and group that together. Just make sure nothing moves around. And now, once again, I will hit Control D to duplicate, move that over, and then I will use my horizontal mirror tool at the top. And we have created a cute pair of spring-themed wildflower earrings. And that is really how simple it is. We can do another one We're not going to use the oval. I'm actually going to go over here. Okay. Come over here to Pixabay, and I have this cute little mason jar here. I'm going to download that, and you can download it as an AI. And we are going to save that to our downloads. Now we're going to go back to Lightburn, and we are going to import that file. Let's just find our downloads, mason jar, and there it is. And that comes in ready to use. So in this pair, we're going to resize that jar to 1.5 inches. Okay. Now let me zoom in here. And I'm going to group that all together just so I don't move around any little parts or pieces. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my mason jar, and I'm going to come over to the left. I'm going to click Offset Shapes, and I am going to make an offset going outward right around 1 millimeter, give or take. And once that's done, right there it is, I'm going to turn that into a red line. That's my cut. So what we have now is a little mason jar. I'm going to size that to 1.5 inches tall. Okay, now you can still add flowers if you want, like we did with the oval. We can still do that even with the jar. Just sit them right inside this jar, which I think looks really cute. Select the flowers, click Shift, select the jar, and in this case we just want to weld them together. And there you go. There is another pair of earrings. This one is in the shape of a mason jar, which is super cute. And to put your hanger on this, I would create my little circle, make it 5, and then I would select that. I'm going to make this a hanger that goes on top instead of putting a hole into the design there. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. We have that. We're going to offset that by, let's make that go 625. All right. Select them, group them together. Now, let's move this over here. Zoom in. If we grab a hold of this little connector here, right at the bottom line, we bring it down and we can sit it right on top, just like that. Now let's select, hold Shift, select the outer cut line, align it vertically, and weld. And there is your earring. Now we can, let's group everything together. Again, Control D, move the copy off, come up here, horizontal mirror. And now you have another pair of earrings done. Super cute wildflower ones for spring. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know and I will try and help you out. So have a great day and I'll see you next time.